stupid little thing. If I can use the city's silly little thing as a clip to make the video stay still. Well, that kind of works, yeah. I am here at the top of State Street with my good friend Michael Walton.
How y'all doing today? My name is Michael Walton, and I'm a civil rights fight speaker on State Street for the homeless. Make sure the police don't harass them on State Street. And plus, I do the Madison Free Store, helping the homeless get clothes, like shoes, pants, stuff for them. So
really, yeah. We're going on 4 years.
5 for me.
Well, it was 2014, 20, I think it was 2015, 2014 or 2015. I can't even remember at this point.
Yeah.
But at least 4 years, 5 years now of being up here. I mean, you were doing stuff even before the free store. I mean, you've always been involved as long as I've known you, helping the homeless. But
because I like helping my people. Cause like I said, I've been homeless when I first came up here, and I know how that feels. So now I'm up here trying to do my best and don't forget where I come from to help other people in need. So and they need something, they only give me a call. They already know, and I'll be here for them. So.
Let's see, somebody, if they wanted to contact you, Michael, they could find you on Facebook, Michael Walton.
Michael Bernard.
Oh yeah, that's right, Michael Bernard. We also, hello.
Hey, take it down your cell phone stands.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. Michael Bernard. They could also find, Madison Free Store on Facebook.
Madison Free Store on Facebook, and you can find me there, get my information, what you want to know about me and everything. It tell you everything about me. So
I think if you Google Madison Free Store, you might even find a little article that was written here in town by the Isthmus newspaper on what we
Street Pulse.
The Street Pulse, yeah, they've written about it. Yeah, they've written about it too. So both the Street Pulse and the Isthmus newspaper have done articles on the Free Store. So, okay, we are here right now. I think I could even flip this camera just by hitting this button. Now here we are, top of State Street, Madison, Wisconsin. Seems pretty calm at the moment, but back to us now. A moment ago, or less than a week ago or so, there was an article by the State Journal, Cap Times, whatever it was, stating that that this is worse than it's ever been. And yes, there are a lot of problems up here.
The only way to be problem up here when people get drunk and don't know how to act. It still ain't no crime. They know each other. So the police are like they fighting other people. They fighting each other because they know each other for 10 or 20 years. So when they get drunk, they don't know how to act. They fight each other. So it ain't that bad on State Street like they trying to make it seem like. Only why they trying to make it seem like it's bad because they really want the homeless off of State Street.
But it always seems like all they do is they kick the homeless out of one area, they kick them to another area, then they congregate in another area, they kick them out of that area. I mean, to tell people the history, because we're on, what is this? I don't know if this is east or west, north or south, but we're on, essentially, if you're looking at the Capitol, we're on the left side of the street, right? Yeah. And so everybody used to be over there. On the right side of the street, there used to be over there, on that side of the street, there used to be these stones, what we call the philosopher's stone.
Yeah, for people to sit at and eat,
play chess,
and play chess. When they had all that, they never had no problem with them. They were playing chess, dominoes, and all that on State Street. And when the problem came, when they took them away, like the bus stop, used to be a bus stop across the street, and they took the bus stop, talking about they didn't want the homeless people there. So now the homeless people move at the church over here where the homeless sleep at. That where everybody hang out at now. So I don't think they can kick them off there because that's where they sleep at. So they can't come over there and harass homeless people because it's the church they be at night time.
Let's walk over there once.
We can show you look at the church.
All right. So yeah, I mean, but it's like we were talking about. People used to congregate over here on the other side of the street, and they moved the stones. They must have spent tens of thousands of dollars on policing to essentially kick everybody across the street. There was this huge effort moving the stones out, putting all these cops up here practically on 24-hour watch.
And then down the street from right here where we look at, they used to have Concrete Park and Penn Park, and they shut that down. And then think about it, they ain't had no problem because it's mixed. They had white and black. They didn't like them because they white people with no money, they ain't have no money and nothing. They sit around there and have fun. So they shut that down years ago. Now every time the homeless get somewhere to lay back and chill at, they always cutting it down.
Yeah, but I've heard that story before. Like back in the day, way down the street here, it was Concrete Park. You'd have your white punk rocker, horror, anarchist types. You'd have
doing what they doing, their own thing.
Your skateboarder kids, your hippie kids, you know. And but you know, all this effort to keep the poor and homeless off that side of the street, all they did was kick them over here. And whatever you want to call it a problem, you want to call it the issue, whatever, but it's like they're never resolving the actual root of the cause, you know.
Nope.
What do you think is a solution to you know?
I think they should build another place like the Bink and another one like that where people would go to too. Because right now the Beacon ain't no place to be, because like they said, they got all types of stuff going on there. They ain't been open for 3 years there, and they get more police calls than anybody.
Beacon, for anybody outside Madison, Beacon is a homeless shelter started what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
And so yeah, we do need more shelters, and you know, we need.
And then what I'm saying too, when the police come up here and arrest these people, they don't know what these people go through every day. Don't think everybody are drunk, everybody get high.
No.
Some people fall for their good luck. Like me, I could fall off any time. And then what they for do, look at me like the homeless do? They will. They be like, oh, Mike ain't got the money like he don't. They ain't got a job to keep his rent paid no more. So they'll look at me bad too then.
I personally know people that are out on these streets who don't drink, don't do drugs. They're just, you know, they're elderly. They don't have any money. They're in a cycle where, you know, they're on the street, and you know, the thing is, there's some housing in this town, but the amount of paperwork you have to do for these people to get the housing, you know, they can't. Not everybody is educated enough to how to fill out all these forms, government paperwork. It's complicated stuff. And so even though there might be some housing the city's providing, you got people that are on the street who it's not easy enough for them to apply, you know? What do you think they're going to do next? You know, more cops, more of the same?
Yup, same cops, same thing. Because they change cop every couple of years.
Yep.
It'd be the same drama with these police though.
Oops.
Be the same drama with the police every time. It was like the other police training them to come up here and be rude to the homeless. And then you got some of these rich people out here because people be asking them for money and they look down on them. Now, what's what happen when somebody in their family fall off and end up being homeless too? So, you know, this stuff crazy. So only thing I do, try to do my best for the homeless.
You can help Mike get involved. Mike Bernard on Facebook. Go to Madison Free Store on Facebook, and
you can find me on there.
Yeah. Mike, real quick, let's tell the people about the no sitting policy.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna show y'all. They put the street plan up here because it really got to be for the people to have their kids and play and all that. Now they put the plan up there and to get a homeless ticket. Talking about it was
literally like what that little kid's doing up there. That little kid who's walking around on the thing. That's what he's doing, and they try to make that sitting on that, standing on that, a $439 ticketable offense. That was under socialist mayor Paul Soglin.
Hold on. Hey, how you doing?
Mike is getting a hug right now.
Oh, come on. back.
Yeah, we're gonna not explain that whole story. So anyway, as we were talking about over here, the no sitting policy.
It has sex girl.
I'm live streaming a video.
Bye, baby.
All right.
I'm in jail, so I'll see you when I get out.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all ain't know nothing.
The lady just said she was on Cuba. Okay. Anyway, so they're ticketing. This was Socialist Mayor Paul Soglin instituted this policy of him and the city attorney. City attorney, I believe, is still here. However, we have a new mayor now. That we were ticketing people $439 for sitting on this stone slab of concrete over here, and literally they brought out the police and high numbers to patrol this policy that if you sit on that area there designed for sitting on, you would get essentially a $439 ticket for occupying a planting area, right? But you come down here on a Saturday during the farmers market and you would have the tourists sit on that, and they didn't get the ticket. They weren't threatened with tickets. Now, people get $439 ticket for sitting on that, and they don't have the money to pay for it, so where do they go after that?
They used to go to Operation Home where I used to work at, and we used to help them pay their tickets. So now I don't know where they go now to get their ticket.
But essentially in the city of Madison, cops give you a ticket that you can't afford, you end up in jail.
You up in jail, and you get like 2 of them. And you get 2 of them, they send you to jail because you ain't got the money to pay for it. And that's a stupid law to me.
It's, poverty and homelessness is a complicated issue. And the things that the city of Madison does to, I don't even want to say try to solve it because it's not solving it. The things that Madison does, it doesn't solve the issue. And we need to have a real discussion about poverty and homelessness.
And then y'all on my Facebook last night, I explained to y'all too, I don't go to the meeting because these meetings don't do nothing. Look like the meeting they talk about, they ain't trying to help the homeless or nothing. They ain't trying to help the homeless or nothing. So that's why I don't go to the meeting, because it sound like more they talking about come to a meeting, they ain't talking about helping the homeless.
Yeah.
So that's why me and Miles do our own thing the best way we do and help the homeless the way we do. That's why we started a Madison free store to help the homeless.
I mean, I guess the biggest thing we're trying to do is, listen to the people, be their friend, and give them a little bit of help that we can. A lot of times we'll come up here in the summertime when it's warm like this, give out bottles of water. A lot of times, I should say this last winter, we came out here a few times and gave out coffee when it was cold.
Coats.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. Yeah, every year Michael is out here giving coats to people and, having conversations with people and trying to figure out what we as citizens can do to help, rather than hoping that the government, because I don't have much faith in the government.
I don't either.
I don't think either.
The only thing I got faith in me helping them better.
Yeah, that's the thing is,
ain't nothing.
people got to help themselves, but we can also help a little bit too, give some assistance in whatever way we can on an individual basis, and try to help people, help themselves, I guess. But yeah, waiting for the government to do it, that ain't gonna do it. So, things are still going on here at the top of State Street, and like I said, whatever the city does doesn't seem to have much of any effect. And I gotta move before I get a parking ticket because that's how they make their money. That and locking up poor people.
All right, thank y'all for listening. Holler at y'all later. Peace.
See y'all later.